you anything, you guys are going to finish everything in 24 hours. He's like, I bet you anything Sneeko is crushing these cities in 2 days and then moving on. And I'm like, yeah, I think you finished Bosnia in like 2 days.
That's what I usually do, just 2 days in and out, 2-3 days in and out. I might go back to Bosnia too.
You got in Tokyo, there's 10 Manhattan.
Yeah, Tokyo has so much to do. It's like one of the most populated in the world. Bosnia, I might go back and do a documentary because I do have 2 days to kill. Unless you come earlier, but I have 2 days to kill, and Croatia's, I'm already bored of this place. I can go to Dubrovnik, but it's like for Game of Thrones fans because they go want to see where the dragons lairs and all this stuff. I don't really care. And I wanted to go. I want to go to Tangiers, Morocco, but it's too far away. Like Albania, Croatia are so close that it just makes sense to stay in this area.
For me, I've never traveled for women. Usually it's for the place, but I'm at a point in my life where I traveled the whole world, and now it's like, bro, I like Moroccan and Colombian women, so those trips are worth it for me. You know what a Moroccan woman is?
Yeah, I've met plenty.
They're like extremely good looking. They're like.
But don't say the Myron thing, because I just was able to comment over, and you already know what happened last time we talked.
No, I just remember in my history my history of being rejected is by Moroccan women, because I always start off good and then eventually piss them off. So that it's like a thing I have to scratch, you know.
Can I do the therapy stream with Eden?
Bro, I've been pressuring him for so long to do that. I think he's never ever talked to me about it, but I think you should just, this is going to sound snaky, but I think you should just sneak it on him. I think you should throw that interview on him when you're chilling with him.
Yeah, I know, we're just chilling and then slowly turn the camera on without making him all about it.
He's such good content. I dropped like 70 people off my website when he joined, and I started working with him, and I'm like, why the membership go down by 70 people? And it's because they all 70 of them in one day, 70 people dropped my package to get the Eden package. And I'm like, holy, he's a magnet for business. Like, people, when he speaks, my chatters say, Zherka, shut the f***, you're yapping too much. He's so good for, we do calls instead of podcasts, but man, if we could make Eden an influencer, he'd be like Dr. K, Chad. You know Dr. K? He'd be like that. Except more red pill and
Well, I'm trying to see what I last said to him. He said
Did you see the clip where he punched me in the arm?
Yeah, you sent me that. He said I'd be down, he just has to be careful.
Yeah, he's so loyal to his guys. Like, you're gonna be shocked because he's like the kind of guy that thinks very long term. He thinks of having kids even at this age. So yeah, I guess he doesn't want you to bring some like jokes and shit.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would keep it normal and just do there. I wouldn't do anything. Wouldn't do anything crazy.
He's hung up on me when I made jokes. Like he don't. Offline, if we're having beers, he'll just smile, but if it's on camera, he's like, bro, come on, let's be professional.
He can really lose
license, but he built a bond with his clientele, and so he doesn't want to be perceived as like a political guy, because, you know, people who are on the verge of committing talk to him, and if they sense political bias, they trust him less. And a therapist wants to really be trusted to guard his people, right? So for him, it's like he has like a love for his people. It's, you know, like we like our people. He loves his people. His is one-on-one, right?
Well, what have you been up to? So I've been traveling for a while. What have you been doing? Like, it seems like you're just preparing for this, but like, what have you been up to?
No, I just shoot like 2 hours a day of DateIQ. I farm all this content and I don't release it, and then I slow release every 2 weeks for the next year. So for the next year, I don't have to work because I'll have content. But I'm also doing a heartbreak course, and people are like, well, it went from 2 weeks and now it's taking 5 weeks. Bro, my track record is I post golden content. I leak some of it on Twitter to show people it's gold. I want to have a good track record of posting good shit, which is weird because I'm also being pressured. Like, even my chatters are saying, I don't care if it's watered down, just post. And I'm like, bro, I want to overcharge. I want to charge a lot of money for this, so I want to like take my time with this. But I'm going to do the first heartbreak course, and the angle that I'm marketing is a realistic Zherka angle. You know, everyone like you and all these like nonsense businessmen like Sneeko, who thinks he's a businessman, but he doesn't give the people what they really want. Sneeko will make a course on dating like, just get over the bitch. But that's not marketing. The real marketing is you can win her back. Yes, it's unhealthy, but you're going to try and do it anyway. Yes, I'm providing, I mean, it's almost like that argument of, have you heard of raves where they said they're doing drugs anyway, so we're going to have tents that test people drugs for fentanyl? Mm-hmm. You know, those kind of things? Yeah, most people are at home for 2 years, depressed as they went through a breakup. My program is going to be about getting them back. I know it's the worst thing you could do.
It is the worst thing. I don't want to teach people to do stuff that they shouldn't do.
Yeah, but that's weak business because they're doing it anyway, bro. Like, at the end of the day, Chad, I want an effective solution for how to lose. If you're going to get by some, you will. You know, you'll go through a divorce or some shit, right? A lot of people go through that. I want to teach people how to be effective through that part. If they're already in their bad habits, you know, like, yeah, I think this cuts a lot of my time too. This means I can work this much this year for the most amount of profit, and it's not stuff that I haven't done or would not do. Because if I do make a course on like self-development, I feel like that's scammy. Like, because my heart really goes into solving problems that are taboo, you know.
Well, doing things that you shouldn't be doing. If you can't control yourself, then why don't you teach people how to control themselves? And not
how would you teach someone who goes through their first breakup how to deal with it? You can't, because they just have to go through it, right?
They just have to go through it, but I would never teach them to get the girl back.
Well, what if you could teach them to use that imaging system in their brain of the girl to make millions of dollars? It's kind of unhealthy because she's in your imaging system. But if she's a symbol for your libido, you will actually make $1 million. That's why most people after breakups turn into bodybuilders or millionaires, and they can't explain how they did it.
$1 million is not the be-all, end-all. If you have $1 million and you're depressed, you're still depressed. There's bigger fish to fry.
The whole point is to, chat, here's the whole point of life. This is going to sound crazy, right? If you're not a rainbow, whatever the these are, if you're just a normal guy like Zherka chatter or Sneeko chatter, the point of life, since you already have God in your heart, like you're trying, the point of life is make $1 million, Chad.
That's not the point of life. No. If you're a Christian, that's not the point of life, and you know that.
No. I'm saying once you have the Christian thing down, like our chatters aren't that bad of people, bro. The only thing they're missing is I forgot who said it. They said the world is becoming to haves and have-nots. Who said that?
Tate.
Was that? Yeah, that was Tate, right?
Yeah.
And what Tate was saying is that this margin gap in economic status is going to widen to where most of the population doesn't get married or even a girlfriend. And Sneeko, this is going to sound crazy, right? But besides my influencer buddies, I think of my regular buddies who don't have clout. They're all very, very single, very, very forgotten. And you don't realize how many of these girls are contacting the Nelk boys and you and blah, blah, blah. Bro, the best thing Tate ever said was that gap is going to widen until there's a civil war. If you're in chat listening to this, you have to make $1 million, bro. To live, if you want a wife and kids, yeah, you're gonna need serious money, bro.
Okay, but it's not the be-all, end-all. Like, you shouldn't sacrifice your mental health.
Wife and kids is the be-all. A wife and kids is the be-all.
I hear what I'm saying. You're saying go and use your libido and think about your ex to get $2 million. That's not what you should be. You shouldn't focus on the negative things to justify the positive. And
they do it already. They do it already, but they focus on a negative way. There's positive ways to channel that. I've done it.
Yeah, I've done it too, actually.
I know you have. Sneeko, there's this, you wrote in one of his books that the male soul is female, that every clout and money Sneeko made is this imaging system of a girl he broke up with. He randomly pops up and he goes, okay, Chad, we'll do 2 more hours. Have you noticed men are like that? And men are so afraid to talk about that because everyone feels weak when they admit that. But I get so many DMs of saying, you changed my life because I never realized that imaging system happens sporadically through the day. And I hate bringing it up with the influencer guys because it kind of makes, look at Sneako's face right now, it makes everyone sad. But that's how the brain works. That's how the soul works. For some reason, the brain doesn't go to God. It goes to some stupid broke up with 4 years ago. You learn how to channel that. That's why I'm going to make $1 billion off this shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I just
you know what's funny thing was, I think Eden said it best. He's like, I cannot believe how good your advice is to people, but it's coming from the mouth of the guy who up so much like you. Like Eden said, some people who give the greatest advice for their own life, they up hard. Like Zherka will, like I'm a danger to myself, but for other people, I'm really good at the coaching thing. And I'm like, what is that self-hatred? And now that I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, I should just sell my mind. That makes me the most money. Look at me right now. I should just keep selling my mind. I want to be known as the guy who has 10 courses, bro. And I used to think courses are like, bro, if you know what the you're talking about, 10 courses, 10 streams of passive income. I think in the next 5 years, I can make $10 million. I'm going to make if I have the only course on earth dealing with heartbreak where you don't fix your heart, but you get $1 million with it, bro, this is like the greatest course I'll ever invent.
Right, but then you have $1 million and you're still a broken human, right? And then that's why you say that
you money course. It's a money course, Nico. It's a money course.
Yeah. That is how that is actually how I made my first $1 million, was like the breakup rage.
Yeah. And my heart is too pure to ever let it go too. I'll never go to the point where I'm teaching them to for their soul and then they jump off a bridge with $1 million. But when I think of I think it was after meeting you, where you know how Sneako Chat is very honest, where if I say, just like right now, he said, oh yeah, it is because of a girl. She randomly pops up in my head. A lot of guys are too insecure to admit that part, right? Like Destiny would fight me tooth and nail for that, and then he eventually said I was correct because I showed him proof with science and shit. And I'm like, damn, all I gotta do is put my head down and go to work and make courses, and then get on podcast and debate me if my course is a scam or not. And the beautiful part is, I don't have an anxiety to finish them quickly or anything because, bro, these courses make you a shit ton of money when you're bad. I'm the only streamer on earth that makes serious money when they're bad. I'm the only streamer on earth that just uses Twitter. Because remember, Snake was a YouTuber before he's a streamer. I'm known as a streamer. So if God has blessed me with making a shit ton of money through courses that I could just it takes one tweet. My sales dropped 15% because for 2 months I wouldn't promote it. And I was like, what the Twitter is all I need for promo? And, I'm taking these online courses for business and I'm talking to mentors and it's kind of boring too. And every mentor I've had, even one was a woman, but she knew what she was doing. She and a bunch of them have all told me, they're like, you don't get it, Zherka. Yeah, you're just promoting through Twitter, but the content is what's promoting itself. That eventually all you master in the business world is making a big pie. If the pie is delicious, you can shit on the world with one platform. You can go to Aiden Ross levels of money with one platform. And I'm thinking to myself, every time I'm good at something, I ditch it. Sneako's just like this. Sneako will be great at documentaries, and then he'll ditch that skill set to jump into streaming that he's never done before. And now he's mastered streaming. Then he'll jump into something else. But Jay-Z said it best, man. This is the greatest advice I'll give you, young guys. Jay-Z said, never forget what they came to pay you for. If you're a rapper, give them rap. If you're R&B, give them R&B. Zherka's conspiracy, but then he'll go off on a tangent about some stupid shit. bro, if you know what your market wants to swipe their credit card on, you can multiply your arms like an octopus and sell them a bunch more. And this is the first time in my life, because I said, why are marketing geniuses like Sneeko? They never take a business course. And why do guys in business courses never pop off like Sneeko? All they have to do is fuse, and then they go to the next level. And I'm thinking to myself, like, holy shit, if I become the course guy, then I get a pretty... It'll be great because then I could just juice your streams. I could just juice your streams, right? And travel the world, right? You're
right, and I'll do the work for you. I mean, that's the problem that you have is someone, you don't know how to do any of the technical stuff, so I put a camera on you, right? You do well from your courses, and then I stick to the content, which is
I never realized how intelligent you were until I realized your behind-the-scenes team, you actually replaced them. Yeah. I'm weird where I'm loyal to one and then one is too tired and blah, blah, blah. You actually swap them out and stuff. Like, you actually give it. That's really intelligent, bro, because I remember, like, bro, I got stuck with one guy and I gave him $20,000. He did, I swear to God, he admit this, an hour of work in 2 months.
Aiden just talked about me. Hold on, let's see what he
said. There's that ADHD.
Anybody else? I don't think I'm banned because of my behavior.
What do you say?
Anybody else, bro? I don't think I'm banned because of my behavior. I don't think I'm banned because of my community. I don't think any of that, because Sneeko's unbanned. He's done and said way worse than me. His community's way worse than mine when it comes to like that toxic shit. So, and he got unbanned. So I think it has nothing to do with that. I think it's solely because of Kick. But again, maybe one day I'm gonna be unbanned. You know,
unbanned, bro. He's gonna get unbanned before the end of the year. Also, why is he loves you? You're gonna let him talk to you like that? How are you gonna let him say that?
Are you crazy? He's not gonna get on. It's a Trump year. Twitch is gonna turn on Trump again.
No, they'll unban him. I say they unban him like right around November. Easily.
I doubt it, because Aiden's also known for doxing. His community is a lot different.
That's true. That's true. But when it happened, it wasn't because of that. But yeah, you got if we go to Twitch, I'm ready for a new challenge.
I'll say this. I'll give you some insider info. No one snitched. I've been hearing what Hassan Piker has said to Twitch, and yeah, he's keeping Aiden out of it. He has that much power.
Really?
The guy, yeah, Hassan's a snake. He's gatekeeping it so hard right now.
Hassan's the reason that Aiden is still banned?
Hassan Piker is the sole reason he's still banned. That's behind the scenes. I'll show you some stuff, bro. Hassan has a lot more power than you think, bro. The guy's a snake. Why are you acting surprised, bro?
I'm just acting surprised for the clip so that goes viral. But like, yeah, that's gonna be. See, you don't know why I'm so good at what I do. See, I actually see, I'm gonna do a course on engagement farming. And see, even Zherka doesn't know how to see through the lines. But I think I'm about ready for a new challenge, man. I'm ready for a new streaming platform.
I react, Chad. He's good at this.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I still remember, I'm like, Sneeko being unbanned on Twitch means that Hassan doesn't really feel you're a threat. He doesn't think you're anything.
Why do you say that?
You said some nice stuff about him too. Hassan Piker does not hate you like he hates Nick.
I genuinely don't care what that guy thinks at all. I genuinely don't care. But
I really would be pissed if you got banned on Twitch, bro. I like having that option for you. Right? Plus, Chad, you got to remember that Sneeko being on Twitch, when he gets to start talking to his moderation team and Twitch people, the higher-ups, when he's in those group chats, you know how easy it is for Sneeko to just get me or anyone else unbanned? It's like, literally, do me a favor, bro, and they do it. Every time I've ever been unbanned on Twitch, I think Heel Mike did a solid for me once where he said he contacted them that he's depressed his dad died. And then he said, "Can you unban Zherka?" And I was like, "Bro, why would you say that about?"
Yeah. I played the mental health card too to get unbanned on Twitch, and it worked.
Oh shit, me too. What the?
I don't know if you told me that or someone told me that, but I heard that was where it was from.
You played the whole I was in a depressed yeah.
But yeah, people are saying esoteric content. I want to talk about what I've been thinking of, because you said that I made the transition from documentaries to streaming, and I'm ready after 2 years now, 2 years of Rumble streaming. I'm ready for a new avenue, a new challenge. You know, something new like Twitch or like Kick or whatever. Twitch is a whole.
You're making a shit ton of money, bro. Why are you ready for something new. You should keep going with this.
Because I can make even more on if I do it once, I can do it again.
You know what's interesting about your career path is your next place, the only place you could go to, which I don't think is even your style, is events. You know, like Jake Paul is an event, and I don't think you're that kind of event guy. But where else do you go from here, really? Yours is kind of like you're about to skyrocket to the highest viewer count ever with the Trump stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of have the easiest year of your life this year.
How do you think I'm going to keep skyrocketing? What do you think the next move is?
Are you crazy during election time when the nation is splitting in half and people are emotional and angry? When people are emotional and angry, they stop watching everything except Hassan Piker and Sneeko. They want both sides of the extreme. That's how they are. And then wherever they feel closer with, they'll spend more time with that. But that's why you see them start copying your content around political time. They start like reacting to Trump and stuff. They start because they have to, because you're gonna start sponging this shit up, and that's the part I was worried about. Because I'm like, bro,
it's getting very emotional and angry already. I'm noticing a huge anger shift in a lot of people. You could tell that you could just feel it that an election is coming up.